Hi, hello, good morning everyone. Thank you for coming to join me today. I just wanted to do, I'm going to say a quick video, but I don't know how quick it will be. I've just been playing with these cute dress forms from Nicola, the paper cameo. And this is a kit that Nicola has where the dresses come printable and you fold them a bit like origami. And you can use them to decorate Christmas cards, or you could even hang them on a Christmas tree if you wanted to. I wonder if they'd go back to back. They probably would if you were a bit more accurate with your cutting and folding than me. And it also comes with, you can use these two as greeting cards. So you'd separate them obviously, but you've got two there, and you could put them on, maybe not that dress, but you could put that dress on there. That stands out nicely, doesn't it? And you might even be able to put a paper doll behind it or something, and actually have, a head coming out of it or something, if you've got paper dolls that you can fussy cut or something like that. So I think they've got quite a lot of uses that you can use them for. And I've folded two of them, and I thought I would just bring you along and show you how to make them. They're not difficult. I'm not very good at paper folding though, although Nicola very kindly does have a set of instructions that you can print along with it. Off the top of my head, I can't remember how many dresses there are in one on one set, but it's something like there's either 6 or 8 different styles, but I'll check it and put it below. Now, when it comes printed, the bottom bit is the lace bit that you can attach afterwards. So that's you take that off, and then there's two of the dresses on one of the prints. So you get 2 dresses per print, if that makes any sense to you. So I'm just going to cut this one out. We'll have a go at this one. So yeah, Nicola's, she's got a few of these. The last thing that I did paper folding wise like this was the secret window, and I will link that video below so that you can have a look at that. And they were really cute. I've actually used them in Happy Mail, the ones that I made, so I can't actually physically show you those. But they were fun to make as well. I am going to, you don't have to cut these out, but I think I'm just going to cut the lace bits out. You don't have to, but I thought it would look nice if I did. I should have perhaps done this bit before I put my camera on, only because I'm not that good at fussy cutting, and me aren't always good friends, Whether it's just because I find it a little bit too fussy, I don't know. I'm just going to take that bit off there. I've left a little bit of the white on. I'm just going to cut these down. So how are you all doing? I hope you're doing well. I've just about finished the 2 journals that I was making using Nicola from the paper cameo. A range of her different Christmas papers I've been using, and they're in the previous videos. I don't know if you've seen them or not, but they've been fun to make. Let's get rid of those little bits. Okay, so I've got my instructions, and it says to cut them out. I've left a bit of a border along there, only because I don't know why I have. I'm going to cut it off. I've decided I'm going to cut that border off. Okay, so that border's gone. Gone. Okay, so I've got it out like that. Now what it says to do on my instructions is fold it in the middle, exactly in the middle. So that's what I've done. I've put a crease down the middle. It then tells me to turn it over and fold each side to the inside. And so that's what I've done. And then you bring that fold over to the middle. So does that make sense? So I folded it in half, I folded it over, inside, inside, and then the crease that you've just made, you take to, it's very dark here today, I'm having trouble seeing my folds. You take that fold to the middle. But as I say, they do come with instructions, so you can have a look for yourself. It's not, you know, you don't need to follow me. So that's going to be the dress form, okay? So then what I'm going to do is, where it says fold line, there's little dotted lines there and there on both sides. So what I'm going to do is fold it. I'm only using thin paper because my thought was, well, thin, this is 80 GSM. My thought was, if you're doing folds in it, the thicker the paper, the harder it's going to be. So I've folded that to make it into a little castle thing. And then I'm going to fold that up. I want to fold it up to that line there, like that. I'm all fingers and thumbs today, folks. Like that. So that you've got that little bit like that. Okay? So it's made a kind of a dip. Can you see it there? Whoop, whoop, whoop. A funny Z shape. Z like Zorro. Okay. Now it's going to tell me to turn over. And these corners here, I'm going to fold in there. So I'm folding them into the middle. Both of those. Okay. So I'm at this stage, number 10, and it says make the sharp, crisp fold line ready for the next step. Okay, so then I'm going to open it up, because that's what it's telling me to there, look. Open it up. Tell you it's origami. And flatten it down. It doesn't help when you've got the camera in front of your face either, folks, does it? Where am I at? Sorry, I can't see what I'm doing. Let me just lift it up close to me a minute. Open up, you devil. That's it. It's gone wonky on me. That's it. So they are going to be folded in like that. Sorry, that took me a little bit of a faff, didn't it? But as I say, that's because I've got the camera under my nose. And then again, they are going to just fold back. So one, folding those back. Two, so that when I turn it over, I've got the V of the dress there. Okay. So then what we're going to do is shape the waist of it. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it over again. We fold it, lift and ease the sides up, fold towards the waistline. So that, if you can see what I'm doing, I'm kind of lifting it and easing it, so it's making a kind of a fold there. And then I know from when I did the last one, they fold back on themselves to make the sleeves. Can you see? So I've got the dress there and I've got the sleeve just there. So if I do it on the other side, I'm going to lift it up and kind of pull that in towards the middle and out towards the edge. And then I'm just going to fold that sleeve back so that you can just see the edge. It's I've got my nose almost pressing on this camera, you know. There we go. So I've got my two little dresses there. You can fiddle about with them before you put your creases in to get them where you want to be. And then that dress bit you kind of just ease it out a bit, because you obviously want it to flare out a little bit. So you just pull it out slightly so that you've got a flaring out dress. There we go. Isn't that just pretty? Got the little boy there. I think with this one, I think I've printed it a different time to this one. I think I printed that one full size, and I think I've done this one fit to page, so it is slightly smaller, look. But I do like it. Shall we have a go at another one? Just on point, these bits here, you can fussy cut them out along and then pleat them to be the added lace underneath. So they're not difficult to make. Sometimes my fingers don't do what I would like them to do, and I guess that's, you know, I've started to get arthritis in my fingers. So I don't find paper folding as easy as it should be. And I think, you know, when you make your first one, you're kind of learning what it wants you to do. And then when you've made a couple of them, that, like with me, the penny drops and you think, oh, it's a lot easier. So this is the lace. Where are we? That goes underneath the dress. And so you would fold that, putting your pleats in to put it behind the dress. And just fiddle it around until you're happy with it and it makes the dress that bit longer. So I'd perhaps put another fold just there, maybe going the other way, and just fit that in. Am I making this look fiddly? Honestly, it isn't. It really isn't. It's me. There we go. And so that goes on as the extra lace, the same as I have done here. Look, I did mine in 3 sections because I think I found it easier on that one. But that just fits very nicely on there. There we go. And I'm going to cut that bit there. There we go. I got it like that. So can you see then that just adds the length to the dress? So I think that's really pretty. Shall we do one more? Let's do one more and see how that turns out. Let me just glue this other lace on, one moment. Okay, I've just added a little bit of glue underneath that one, just so it doesn't fall out when I next pick it up. But I do think that's pretty, and I love that it's got the little child there. And I'm not going to say boy or girl because it could be either. I think it's a little girl. Oh, it's a little girl because it's got a nice furry muff. I remember having one of those when I was a little girl. I was a bridesmaid at my cousin's wedding, and we had white muffs, and I can remember being upset because it was rabbit fur, and I'd always wanted a pet rabbit. And the muff was made of rabbit fur, and I just thought that it just upset me at the time. I think it was all the rage back then. It would have been in the 60s. I was only little. I bet I'd have only been about 4. Right, so here we have again. So again, this one's got holly leaves on. So there's 2 dresses per sheet, and the lace that you add at the bottom is across the bottom. When I made the first one, I cut it in half, not realising that's what that was. So schoolgirl error there, Carol. So we had to fold it in half, and then we fold one to the middle, and we fold the other one to the middle. And then we open it up, and that fold line we take and fold to the middle again. It'd be easier for you if you didn't have a camera under your nose, honestly, I tell you. but that's then making the shape of the dress look, if you can see. So that's the shape of the dress. You've got the neckline there. And then when we fold it over, have I skipped a bit? Am I getting ahead of myself? I am getting ahead of myself because we've got to do this line. So we're going to fold it on that fold line, like so. And then we're going to fold that one that way on the fold line, because that's going up to it, like so. So we've got the little Z bit because you're folding it up. I might have folded that one a little bit too far. That's going like that. Then we're going to do the neck fold. So that folds down like so. You see, I can remember what to do. So it's not, it's not difficult steps to make them. Crease those well, because then you're going to open that up and fold it in towards itself. There, and that one just wants pulling down, doesn't it? There we go, there and there. And then that folds back on itself and back on itself, so that you've got your neckline there. I can fold that back a bit further if I want to. There we go. Very pretty. And then we're going to do the waistline. So we're going to kind of pushing it in here, and pulling it out there like that. And then the sleeve will fold back on itself, so that you've got your sleeve. Folded that back too far, Carol. You want it just there. That's it. So then you've got your sleevey bit. And then on this side, again, push it in, because you're chintzing in her little waist. And then fold the sleeve back on itself again, so that you've got your sleeve sticking out. Sorry, I hope you could see that. And then we're going to just tweak that dress, just so it flares out nicely. And you can see that bit on the inside. Paper's very forgiving. And then the lace for that one, let me cut it out with my knife, and then I'll be a bit quicker, won't I? You can fussy cut, obviously cut round the shapes of this, the scallop edge. And actually these would be nice to use in a journal as page edging, wouldn't it? So multi-uses with these. And then again, I can scallop that edge, look. Sorry, not a quick fussy cutter. Oh, it's such a miserable day here in the UK today, honestly. We've had lots of rain. Some people unfortunately have flooded. We aren't anywhere near where we can flood. We do have a river locally, but not near us. But it does flood the people in that village quite frequently. It's kind of a regular occurrence for them. And I guess they know that when they buy the house there. But I guess it is quite hard then to get insurance if your house floods a lot. Oh, it's here. So again, you see, this is going to be the lace that goes under this one. So I think I quite like to tuck it in You don't have to, but just faffing it around. Just folding it. And then that will go on that one, like that. So if I cut that there, I can tuck it up behind that little bit there, and I can tuck it up behind that little bit there. Again, I'm just going to put the glue on that one. So there we are, I've just box pleated it, or pleated it along and just stuck it on. So we've got that one. So they're the two that I've just made. And then we've got the two that I did previously. And I flared that one out a little bit more than that one, haven't I? So I think I'm kind of getting used to making them. But as I say, you get 2 to a page, so you do get a lot. And I think this would perhaps be a nice thing to do if you've got grandkids as well. You know, and if you printed it on the back as well, if you stuck it onto something, they could make little tags for Christmas presents, and they could hang them in the tree, in the Christmas tree. And as I say, it comes with the kit comes with a couple of toppers that you can use as for Christmas cards, or you know, whatever you'd like to do. You can add the lace onto it that you've got left over, and I think those dresses look really pretty on them. So that's my quick make today. I hope you like it. I'll put a link to the sorry, I'm just trying to I'm just looking at the pretty dresses that I've made. I'll put a link to Nicola's Etsy below, and I will link the secret window ones as well, and you can have a look at that as well. But I hope you like this, and maybe it'll encourage you to do something a little bit different. So thank you so much for coming to join me. I do appreciate your company, and I will catch you later. Thanks a lot, folks. Bye.